In the farthest reaches of our planet, where the winds howl like ancient voices and the ice stretches endlessly toward the horizon, lies a continent that feels more like a dream than a place. Antarctica, silent, frozen, and seemingly lifeless, has become the stage for one of humanity's most enduring fascinations. The possibility that beneath its glaciers, older than recorded history, there may be secrets waiting to be revealed. The allure of lost civilizations beneath the ice is not born of evidence alone, but of imagination. It is the perfect bedtime mystery, a slow-moving documentary of speculation. The thought that under those miles of frozen silence could rest temples, archives of wisdom, or monuments carved by hands we no longer remember is both absurd and captivating. The human mind loves secrets, and Antarctica is the greatest secret keeper of them all. From the earliest maps that hinted at a southern land to modern satellite images that spark whispers of pyramids hidden in snow, the story of Antarctica has always been told in fragments. Each fragment invites us to wonder, what if the ice is not just ice? What if beneath it lies the story of humanity's forgotten past, or even visitors from beyond our world? It is not about rushing to answers, but about savoring the questions, letting them drift like snowflakes across the imagination. Antarctica is more than a continent. It is a canvas for our dreams of lost civilizations, hidden technologies, and forbidden knowledge. And so, as we begin this sleepy exploration, let the rhythm of the ice guide you. The mystery is not in what we know, but in what we still long to discover. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments from where you're watching, hopefully somewhere warmer than Antarctica. Antarctica is not simply a land of ice. It is a continent of paradoxes, a place where silence reigns, yet mysteries echo louder than anywhere else on Earth. Stretching over 14 million square kilometers, it is larger than Europe and nearly twice the size of Australia. Yet it remains the least inhabited. Its geography is extreme, its climate unforgiving, and its secrets buried beneath layers of ice so thick they could swallow skyscrapers whole. The frozen continent is divided into two vast regions: East Antarctica, a high plateau covered by ice sheets that rise thousands of meters above sea level, and West Antarctica, a land of mountains, valleys, and hidden lakes. Together, they form a landscape that is both alien and mesmerizing. Beneath the ice lie mountain ranges taller than the Alps, valleys deeper than the Grand Canyon, and freshwater lakes sealed away for millions of years. These features are invisible to the naked eye, concealed by glaciers that move slowly, like time itself. Antarctica's climate is the harshest on Earth. Temperatures plunge below -80 degrees Celsius. Winds roar at speeds that can strip away tents and equipment, and storms sweep across the plateau with little warning. It is a place where survival is a daily challenge, where even the most advanced technology struggles against nature's icy grip. Yet it is precisely this hostility that makes Antarctica so alluring. The more impenetrable the ice, the more we wonder what lies beneath. Mystery clings to Antarctica like frost. Scientists know that millions of years ago, the continent was not frozen but green, covered in forests and rivers, home to dinosaurs and thriving ecosystems. Fossil evidence proves that Antarctica once basked in a temperate climate, its land alive with plants and animals. The transformation into a frozen desert came with shifting continents and changing climates, burying its past under ice. This knowledge fuels speculation. If life once flourished here, could human civilizations have existed too, long before the ice claimed the land? The frozen continent is also a magnet for myths, from medieval maps that imagined fertile southern lands to modern conspiracy theories about secret bases and hidden ruins. Antarctica has always been more than geography. It is a canvas for imagination, a place where science and speculation collide. Its vastness, its silence, and its inaccessibility make it the perfect stage for stories of lost civilizations, alien visitors, and forbidden knowledge. Antarctica is not just a continent. It is a riddle written in ice. Its geography is extreme, its climate relentless, and its mysteries endless. As we move deeper into this slow, hypnotic exploration, the frozen land becomes more than a place. It becomes a symbol of humanity's eternal fascination with the unknown, a reminder that beneath the coldest silence may lie the warmest secrets of our forgotten past. The story of Antarctica is not only about ice and silence, it is also about human determination, curiosity, and sometimes sheer stubbornness. Long before satellites mapped its frozen expanse, explorers set out into the unknown, driven by myths of southern continents and the promise of discovery. Their journeys were perilous, their findings often disappointing. Yet each expedition added a layer to the mystery of the frozen land. The earliest hints of Antarctica came not from footsteps, but from imagination. Ancient geographers believed the Earth must be balanced, that the northern continents required a southern counterpart. This idea of Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land, appeared on maps centuries before anyone had seen it. Sailors whispered of lands beyond the roaring forties, where seas boiled with storms and icebergs loomed like mountains. By the 18th and 19th centuries, explorers began to push southward. Captain James Cook, in 1773, crossed the Antarctic Circle, braving seas filled with ice. He never saw the continent itself, but his reports of vast ice fields discouraged many from venturing further. To Cook, Antarctica was a place of desolation, unfit for settlement, yet his voyage confirmed that something immense lay hidden in the south. Later expeditions brought more daring attempts. In 1820, several explorers, including Fabian Gottlieb, von Bellingshausen, Edward Bransfield, and Nathaniel Palmer, claimed to have sighted the Antarctic mainland. Their accounts varied, but together they marked the beginning of human awareness of the continent. What they saw was not fertile land, but walls of ice, forbidding and impenetrable. The 19th century became an age of Antarctic exploration. Sealers and whalers ventured south, drawn by the promise of resources. Scientific expeditions followed, mapping coastlines, collecting samples, and enduring unimaginable hardships. Ships were trapped in ice, crews faced starvation, and frostbite became a constant companion. Yet the allure of the unknown kept them pressing forward. The early 20th century brought the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. Names like Ernest Shackleton and Robert Falcon Scott became legends. Shackleton's endurance expedition, trapped in ice and forced to survive against impossible odds, remains one of the greatest tales of human resilience. Scott's ill-fated race to the South Pole, ending in tragedy, is remembered as both a triumph of courage and a warning of Antarctica's merciless nature. What did these explorers find? Not civilizations or ruins, but landscapes of ice, mountains hidden beneath glaciers, and seas teeming with life. They discovered that Antarctica was not a lush southern paradise, but a frozen desert, a place where survival itself was the greatest achievement. Yet their struggles and sacrifices laid the foundation for modern science, proving that even the harshest environments could be studied and understood. The historical expeditions remind us that Antarctica's mystery is not only about what lies beneath the ice, but also about the human spirit. Each voyage southward was a confrontation with the unknown, a test of endurance, and a step closer to unraveling the secrets of the frozen continent. And though they found no lost civilizations, their journeys ensured that Antarctica would forever remain a land of fascination, a stage for both history and imagination. Among the most puzzling artifacts in the history of cartography is the Peary Race Map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral and navigator named Peary Race. This fragment of a larger world map has fascinated historians, geographers, and mystery seekers alike because of what it appears to show: coastlines that resemble Antarctica. Centuries before the continent was officially discovered, the map itself is a patchwork of sources. Peary Race claimed he compiled it using charts from earlier explorers, including Portuguese sailors, Arab geographers, and even maps said to date back to the time of Alexander the Great. What makes the map extraordinary is that it seems to depict not only the eastern coast of South America, but also a southern landmass that looks strikingly like Antarctica's northern coastline. Even more curious, the land is drawn as if it were free of ice, showing bays, rivers, and mountains. This raises the central question: how could they know about Antarctica? Skeptics argue that the southern landmass is simply a misdrawn extension of South America, a cartographic error common in the age of exploration. Others suggest that the resemblance to Antarctica is coincidence, the product of imagination filling in the unknown. Yet, for those who believe in lost civilizations or advanced ancient knowledge, the Peary Race Map is evidence that someone, long before modern explorers, charted the icy continent when it was still green and habitable. Geological studies confirm that Antarctica was once warmer, covered in forests and rivers millions of years ago. If the map truly shows an ice-free Antarctica, then its source must have come from a time when the continent was not frozen. This fuels speculation that ancient seafarers, perhaps Phoenicians, Egyptians, or even civilizations now forgotten, may have reached Antarctica and recorded its geography. Some go further, suggesting extraterrestrial visitors provided the knowledge, embedding Antarctica into the lore of ancient aliens. The Peary Race Map remains enigmatic because it straddles the line between history and mystery. On one hand, it is a genuine artifact of early 16th century cartography, a testament to the skill and ambition of explorers. On the other, it is a tantalizing clue that challenges our understanding of human history. Was it error, coincidence, or evidence of knowledge lost to time? What makes the map so captivating is not just its lines and coastlines, but the questions it raises. It invites us to imagine forgotten voyages, hidden archives, and civilizations erased by ice, whether misinterpretation or miracle of preservation. The Peary Race Map ensures that Antarctica's mystery is not only buried beneath glaciers, but also inked onto parchment, waiting for us to wonder how much of the past we truly know. Long before explorers braved the icy seas to glimpse Antarctica, cartographers and scholars were sketching mysterious southern lands onto parchment. These maps, drawn centuries before the continent was officially discovered, have become central to the fascination with lost civilizations beneath the ice. They are not merely geographical curiosities, they are tantalizing hints that someone, somehow, may have known more than history admits. Medieval and Renaissance maps often depicted a vast landmass at the bottom of the world, called Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land. The reasoning was simple. The Earth must be balanced. If there were continents in the north, surely there must be land in the south. Yet some of these maps went beyond speculation, showing coastlines and shapes that seem uncannily similar to Antarctica's actual geography. The most famous of these is the Piri race map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral. It appears to depict parts of South America and, intriguingly, a landmass resembling Antarctica centuries before its discovery. What makes this so compelling is that the coastline shown seems to match Antarctica without its ice cover, as if the mapmaker had access to knowledge of the continent's true shape. Skeptics argue this is coincidence or misinterpretation, but believers see it as evidence of advanced ancient knowledge. Other maps, such as those by Orontius Phaneus in the 16th century, also show southern continents with rivers and mountains, features that align eerily with what modern science has revealed beneath Antarctica's ice. These maps raise questions. Were they based on older sources, perhaps records from civilizations long forgotten? Or were they imaginative guesses that happened to align with reality? The mystery deepens when we consider that Antarctica has been covered in ice for millions of years. If ancient maps truly depict its ice-free coastline, then the knowledge must have come from a time when the continent was warmer and habitable. This fuels speculation that advanced civilizations, or even extraterrestrial visitors, may have charted the land long before recorded history. The allure of ancient maps lies not in their accuracy alone, but in their suggestion of hidden connections. They bridge the gap between myth and science, between imagination and possibility. Each line drawn on parchment centuries ago becomes a whisper of lost knowledge, a reminder that the frozen continent may hold secrets we are only beginning to rediscover. Antarctica's mystery is not just in its ice, but in the maps that seem to know it. Whether coincidence, misinterpretation, or evidence of civilizations forgotten, these ancient charts continue to captivate, inviting us to wonder who first glimpsed the southern land and how they knew what lay beneath the snow. As technology advanced, the frozen silence of Antarctica began to reveal faint whispers of what might lie beneath. Satellites, orbiting high above the Earth, captured images of the continent that sparked both scientific curiosity and speculative wonder. Among the endless fields of white, certain shapes appeared, geometric outlines, angular shadows, and formations that seemed too deliberate to be natural. Some of these anomalies looked like pyramids, their triangular peaks rising from the snow in uncanny symmetry. To the skeptical eye, they were simply mountains shaped by wind and ice. To the imaginative mind, they were monuments, perhaps built by civilizations long forgotten or even by visitors from beyond our world. The idea of pyramids in Antarctica became a recurring theme in documentaries, books, and late-night conversations, each retelling, adding another layer of intrigue. Other satellite images showed what appeared to be entrances, dark openings at the edges of glaciers, as if leading into vast underground chambers. Scientists explained these as caves formed by melting ice or shadows cast by natural formations. Yet for those drawn to mystery, they became gateways, portals into hidden worlds beneath the frozen crust. Radar surveys added to the fascination. Beneath the ice, researchers mapped mountain ranges, valleys, and even lakes sealed away for millions of years. These discoveries were scientific marvels, but in the realm of speculation, they became evidence of concealed cities, ancient archives, or alien bases. The more the instruments revealed, the more imagination filled the gaps. The allure of unexplained structures lies in their ambiguity. A pyramid-shaped mountain is still a mountain, but its shape invites questions. A shadow on ice is still a shadow, but it tempts us to see a doorway. Antarctica's vastness ensures that anomalies abound, each one a canvas for human imagination. In the slow rhythm of this documentary tale, these structures are less about proof and more about possibility. They remind us that even in the age of satellites and science, mystery endures. The frozen continent continues to tease us with shapes and shadows, inviting us to wonder whether beneath the ice lies not only nature's handiwork, but also the remnants of civilizations lost to time. Antarctica's unexplained structures are not answers, but questions carved in snow. They are the silent monuments of speculation, standing as reminders that the line between geology and legend is often as thin as ice itself. Antarctica's mystery is not only about what lies beneath the ice today, but also about how that ice came to be. To understand the allure of lost civilizations buried under glaciers, we must step back into the vast cycles of Earth's climate, the ice ages. These epochs, stretching across tens of thousands of years, reshaped continents, buried valleys, and transformed fertile lands into frozen deserts. During warmer interglacial periods, Antarctica was not the barren wasteland we know now. Geological evidence shows that millions of years ago, the continent was covered in forests, rivers, and thriving ecosystems. Fossils of plants and animals prove that life once flourished there. But as the planet cooled, glaciers advanced, swallowing landscapes beneath miles of ice. If civilizations had existed in those warmer ages, their remnants would have been entombed, preserved in frozen silence. Glaciers are not static. They move slowly, grinding rock, reshaping valleys, and burying everything in their path. Imagine temples, cities, or monuments standing proudly on Antarctic soil, only to be crushed and hidden by advancing ice. Over millennia, the weight of glaciers could conceal entire worlds, leaving only faint traces detectable by modern instruments. The ice ages also fuel speculation about human migration. Could early civilizations have reached Antarctica during a warmer epoch? If so, the sudden onset of glaciation would have forced them to flee, leaving behind structures that now lie buried. This idea, though unsupported by mainstream archaeology, resonates with myths of lost lands and forgotten peoples. The rhythm of the story slows here, like the steady creep of ice across stone. Each glacier becomes a metaphor for time itself, erasing and preserving simultaneously. The possibility that civilizations were hidden beneath ice is less about evidence than about imagination. The dream that history is deeper than we know, that beneath the frozen crust lies a forgotten chapter of humanity's story. The role of ice ages is thus central to the mystery of Antarctica. They remind us that the continent was once alive, that climates shift, and that what is buried today may one day be revealed. The glaciers are not only barriers, but guardians. keeping secrets locked away until the ice melts and the past awakens. Antarctica's silence is not emptiness. It is the echo of ages, the frozen memory of worlds that may have been. And as the ice continues its slow dance across the land, we are left to wonder what stories lie beneath, waiting for the thaw. Long before Antarctica was charted by explorers or scanned by satellites, it existed in the realm of imagination. For centuries, storytellers, philosophers, and map-makers spoke of a mysterious southern land, a place vast and fertile, balancing the continents of the north. These legends and myths became the foundation upon which modern speculation about lost civilizations beneath the ice was built. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Aristotle and Ptolemy suggested that the Earth must be symmetrical. If there were great landmasses in the north, then surely there must be a counterpart in the south. This idea gave rise to Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land, a concept that lingered in maps and minds for centuries. Though no one had seen it, the belief in its existence was strong enough to shape geography itself. Medieval and Renaissance maps often depicted this southern land as lush and inhabited. Some showed rivers, mountains, and fertile plains, imagining it as a paradise waiting to be discovered. Sailors whispered of distant voyages where strange lands appeared beyond the stormy seas, though these tales were often more myth than fact. In Polynesian traditions, there were stories of vast southern islands, places beyond the horizon where ancestors might have traveled. These myths, passed down through generations, added to the sense that the southern hemisphere held secrets, yet untold. Similarly, in European folklore, the idea of hidden lands at the edge of the world became a recurring theme, blending geography with fantasy. As exploration advanced, these myths evolved. When Antarctica was finally sighted, its icy desolation clashed with centuries of expectation. Instead of fertile lands, explorers found glaciers and storms. Yet the myths did not die. They transformed. The frozen continent became not a paradise, but a vault, a place where civilizations might have thrived in warmer ages and then vanished beneath the advancing ice. Modern legends continue this tradition. Conspiracy theories speak of hidden cities, alien bases, or archives of ancient wisdom buried beneath Antarctica's glaciers. These stories, though lacking evidence, echo the same human impulse that created Terra Australis Incognita, the desire to believe that the unknown holds wonders. The myths of southern lands remind us that Antarctica has always been more than geography. It is a canvas for imagination, a stage for stories of paradise, mystery, and loss. Whether in ancient philosophy, medieval maps, or modern speculation, the southern continent has been a symbol of humanity's longing for hidden worlds. Antarctica's legends endure because they speak to something timeless. The belief that beyond the horizon lies a land of secrets, waiting to be discovered. And though the ice may conceal only rock and water, the myths ensure that the frozen continent will forever remain a place where imagination thrives. As the mystery of Antarctica deepens, one of the most captivating and controversial ideas emerges: the theory that extraterrestrials may have visited Earth and left their mark beneath the ice. This notion, popularized by the ancient aliens hypothesis, suggests that humanity's greatest monuments, myths, and mysteries might not be entirely human in origin. Antarctica, with its vast unexplored regions and unexplained anomalies, has become a focal point for such speculation. The theory begins with a simple question. How did ancient civilizations achieve feats that seem beyond the technology of their time? The construction of the pyramids, the precision of megalithic structures, and the sudden leaps in knowledge across cultures have led some to wonder if outside help was involved. If extraterrestrials did visit Earth, Antarctica, remote, isolated, and now buried in ice, could have been one of their bases. Satellite images showing pyramid-like shapes in Antarctica fuel this speculation. To scientists, these are natural formations shaped by wind and ice. To believers, they are monuments built by advanced beings, perhaps as markers or energy centers. The idea of alien architecture beneath the glaciers is both absurd and strangely compelling. A bedtime thought that lingers like a dream. Legends from around the world add to the intrigue. Myths of gods descending from the sky, of beings who taught humanity agriculture, astronomy, and writing are reinterpreted as accounts of extraterrestrial visitors. If such beings traveled across the globe, why not to Antarctica, a land that may have been fertile and habitable in warmer ages? Theories of ancient aliens also tie into Antarctica's unexplored depths. Some suggest that beneath the ice lie vast underground complexes built not by humans but by visitors from the stars. Conspiracy theories speak of governments hiding evidence of alien technology discovered during secret missions to the continent. Though lacking proof, these stories thrive because Antarctica's silence invites imagination. Humor slips in here, gently, like a penguin waddling across the snow. One might picture aliens arriving in Antarctica, stepping out of their spacecraft, and immediately regretting their choice. Too cold, they might mutter, before deciding to build a pyramid anyway, because pyramids seem to be their universal hobby. The image is ridiculous, but it captures the playful spirit of speculation. The allure of ancient alien theories lies not in evidence, but in possibility. They offer an explanation for mysteries that science has not fully solved, and they transform Antarctica from a frozen desert into a stage for cosmic drama. Whether true or not, the idea that extraterrestrials may have visited Earth and perhaps left traces beneath the ice ensures that Antarctica remains not only a geographical enigma, but also a cosmic one. In the slow rhythm of this documentary tale, the theories of ancient aliens are less about proof than about wonder. They remind us that humanity's imagination stretches beyond the stars, and that even the coldest continent can become a canvas for dreams of visitors from other worlds. Antarctica's silence, paired with the vastness of the cosmos, makes the idea irresistible. Perhaps the ice hides not only history, but the footprints of beings who came from afar. When we think of ancient civilizations, we often imagine simple tools, stone monuments, and rudimentary knowledge of the stars. Yet, scattered across history are puzzles that suggest our ancestors may have possessed technologies far beyond what we typically credit them with. In the context of Antarctica, this question becomes even more compelling. If civilizations once thrived on the frozen continent during warmer ages, could they have developed advanced technologies that are now lost beneath the ice? Archaeological enigmas fuel this speculation. The precision of megalithic structures, such as the pyramids of Egypt or the stonework of Machu Picchu, raises questions about how ancient builders achieved such feats without modern machinery. Some stones weigh hundreds of tons, yet were cut and placed with accuracy that rivals today's engineering. Were these achievements the result of forgotten techniques, or evidence of tools we no longer understand. Legends from around the world speak of knowledge bestowed by gods or mysterious visitors. Ancient myths describe flying chariots, weapons of immense power, and knowledge of astronomy that seems far ahead of its time. In India's Vedic texts, for example, there are accounts of Vimanas, flying machines, said to traverse the skies. In Mesopotamia, tales of divine beings teaching humanity agriculture and mathematics hint at sudden leaps in knowledge. Could these stories be echoes of advanced technologies, either human-made or gifted from elsewhere? In Antarctica, the idea of lost technology takes on a frozen allure. If civilizations once lived there, they may have developed tools to survive the harsh climate, perhaps harnessing energy from geothermal sources or building structures designed to withstand extreme cold. Some theorists imagine vast underground complexes powered by forgotten technologies, sealed away beneath glaciers. Others speculate that remnants of such knowledge could explain anomalies seen in satellite images, geometric shapes, unusual formations, or even supposed entrances to hidden chambers. Mainstream science remains cautious. Most unexplained achievements of the past can be attributed to ingenuity, persistence, and techniques that have simply been forgotten. Yet the fascination persists because the gaps in our knowledge invite imagination. The possibility that ancient civilizations had advanced technologies, whether mechanical, architectural, or even energy-based, transforms history into a mystery, one where Antarctica could play a central role. The rhythm of this story slows here, like gears turning in an ancient machine. Each puzzle piece, a perfectly cut stone, a myth of flying craft, a map showing ice-free coastlines, becomes part of a larger question. How much have we lost to time? If civilizations did thrive in Antarctica, their technologies may now lie buried under miles of ice, waiting for discovery. Antarctica's silence becomes a metaphor for forgotten knowledge. The frozen continent may not only conceal ruins, but also the memory of tools, machines, and ideas that could reshape our understanding of human history. Whether myth or reality, the thought lingers. Perhaps the past was not as primitive as we believe. And perhaps beneath the ice lies proof that humanity's story is far more complex than we imagine. The idea of civilizations hidden beneath Antarctica's ice gains strength from scattered claims of artifacts and ruins that defy easy explanation. Though mainstream archaeology finds no direct proof of human settlement on the frozen continent, stories persist of discoveries that hint at something more. Some explorers have reported unusual stone formations, geometric shapes that seem too deliberate to be natural. Others point to ancient tools or carvings found in places far from Antarctica, but said to resemble structures glimpsed in satellite images of the icy land. These accounts, though often anecdotal, feed the belief that remnants of advanced societies may lie buried under glaciers. Conspiracy theories add fuel, suggesting that governments or secret missions have uncovered artifacts in Antarctica but kept them hidden. Rumors of metallic objects, strange fossils, or even machinery beneath the ice circulate in speculative circles, each tale adding to the allure of lost civilizations. Skeptics argue these are misinterpretations, natural formations mistaken for ruins, or outright fabrications. Yet the fascination endures because Antarctica's vastness makes verification nearly impossible. The continent's silence allows imagination to thrive, turning shadows into monuments and anomalies into artifacts. Whether real or imagined, the evidence of lost civilizations beneath Antarctica is less about proof than about possibility. It is the whisper of ruins beneath ice, the suggestion of artifacts waiting to be found, and the reminder that history may hold chapters we have yet to read. While myths and speculation swirl around Antarctica, modern science approaches the frozen continent with instruments, patience, and curiosity. Today, teams of researchers from around the world brave the harshest conditions to uncover the secrets hidden beneath the ice, not of lost civilizations, but of climate, geology, and life itself. Antarctica has become a vast natural laboratory. Scientists drill deep ice cores, cylinders of frozen history that preserve records of Earth's atmosphere stretching back hundreds of thousands of years. Each layer of ice tells a story of past climates, volcanic eruptions, and even cosmic events. These cores are invaluable for understanding how our planet has changed and how it may change again. Radar and satellite technology reveal landscapes buried beneath the glaciers, mountain ranges, valleys, and hidden lakes sealed away for millions of years. One of the most famous is Lake Vostok, a massive body of water trapped under 2 miles of ice. Its ecosystem, untouched by the outside world, offers clues about how life might survive in extreme environments, even on other planets. Biologists study hardy organisms that thrive in Antarctica's frozen deserts, from microbes living in subglacial lakes to penguins and seals adapting to the cold. These discoveries expand our understanding of resilience and survival, hinting at possibilities for life in places as inhospitable as Mars or Europa. Though scientists focus on natural phenomena, their findings often fuel speculation. Each radar scan that reveals hidden structures, each anomaly beneath the ice, becomes fodder for theories of lost civilizations or alien bases. Yet, for researchers, the true mystery lies in Earth itself, in how Antarctica's ice shapes global climate, sea levels, and ecosystems. Modern research reminds us that Antarctica is not only a stage for myths, but also a frontier of knowledge. The continent's silence is slowly being broken by science, revealing wonders that are real, measurable, and profound. And while no ruins or artifacts have yet emerged, the work of scientists ensures that Antarctica remains a place where discovery never sleeps, even beneath the coldest ice. Among the many mysteries tied to Antarctica, few are as strange and enduring as the hollow Earth theory. This idea, whispered through centuries of speculation, suggests that beneath the crust of our planet lies a vast inner world, complete with its own landscapes, oceans, and perhaps even civilizations. Antarctica, with its remote terrain and unexplored depths, has often been imagined as the gateway to this hidden realm. The theory gained popularity in the 17th and 18th centuries, when some thinkers proposed that Earth might be hollow, with large openings at the poles. Later, in the 19th century, writers and explorers expanded on the idea, weaving tales of subterranean worlds lit by inner suns and populated by advanced beings. Antarctica, with its icy isolation, became the perfect candidate for such entrances. Speculative accounts describe vast tunnels beneath the glaciers, leading to hidden cities or entire ecosystems untouched by the surface world. Some conspiracy theories even claim that secret expeditions have discovered these entrances, guarded carefully from public knowledge. The though mainstream science dismisses the hollow Earth theory as fantasy. Its persistence reflects humanity's fascination with hidden worlds. Antarctica's geography adds fuel to the imagination. Radar surveys reveal subglacial lakes, caverns, and mountain ranges buried under ice. While these are natural formations, they inspire visions of vast underground chambers. The idea that beneath the frozen continent lies not only rock and water, but entire civilizations, continues to captivate dreamers and storytellers. The hollow Earth theory is less about evidence than about wonder. It transforms Antarctica from a frozen desert into a portal, a threshold to realms unseen. Whether imagined as alien bases, ancient refuges, or mythical kingdoms, the underground world remains a symbol of humanity's longing for secrets hidden just beyond reach. In the slow rhythm of this narrative, the hollow Earth theory is not a conclusion, but a question, a reminder that beneath the ice, beneath the crust, and beneath our understanding, there may always be mysteries waiting to be dreamed. Antarctica's frozen silence is not eternal. The continent's glaciers, once thought immovable, are slowly retreating under the influence of global climate change. As temperatures rise and ice sheets thin, the possibility emerges that secrets long buried may one day be revealed. This slow transformation turns Antarctica into both a scientific concern and a stage for speculation about lost civilizations. Melting ice exposes landscapes unseen for millions of years. Valleys, mountains, and hidden lakes come into view, offering scientists new opportunities to study Earth's past. For those drawn to mystery, these revelations spark dreams of ruins emerging from beneath the glaciers, temples, artifacts, or even entire cities preserved in frozen vaults. Climate change also raises questions about how ancient peoples might have experienced Antarctica. If civilizations did exist during warmer epochs, the onset of glaciation would have buried their achievements. Now, as the ice retreats, the reverse may occur. Remnants of those civilizations could reappear, offering glimpses into forgotten chapters of history. Of course, the scientific reality is more cautious. What lies beneath the ice is primarily rock, water, and ecosystems sealed away for ages. Yet the allure persists because the melting itself feels like nature slowly lifting a curtain, revealing a stage that has been hidden for millennia. In the rhythm of this narrative, climate change becomes not only a global challenge, but also a key to mystery. The glaciers are guardians of the past, and as they weaken, they may surrender their secrets. Whether those secrets are ruins or simply geological wonders, the thought lingers. Antarctica's future may be as fascinating as its frozen past. Antarctica's mystery often intertwines with one of history's most enigmatic civilizations, ancient Egypt. Though separated by continents and climates, parallels in symbols, myths, and speculation have led some to wonder if there might be a hidden connection between the frozen south and the land of the Nile. Egyptian mythology is rich with tales of gods descending from the sky, hidden realms beneath the earth, and sacred knowledge preserved in temples. These themes echo in modern theories about Antarctica, a land of concealed worlds, advanced wisdom, and monuments buried under ice. The resonance between the two cultures lies not in direct evidence, but in symbolic similarity. Pyramids and geometry. Egypt's pyramids are among the most iconic structures in human history. Satellite images of pyramid-like shapes in Antarctica have fueled speculation that similar monuments may exist there. Whether natural formations or something more, the geometric resemblance invites comparisons. Sun and ice myths. Egyptians revered the sun as a source of life and rebirth. In Antarctica, myths of hidden civilizations often speak of inner suns or energy sources beneath the ice. Both traditions emphasize light as a symbol of hidden power, gods, and hidden realms. Egyptian deities were said to dwell in secret places, the underworld, the heavens, or hidden chambers. Antarctica, imagined as a gateway to underground worlds or alien bases, mirrors this idea of concealed domains where knowledge and power reside. Sacred knowledge. Ancient Egypt is often associated with lost wisdom, from advanced astronomy to mystical texts. Antarctica, in speculative lore, becomes a vault of forgotten archives, a frozen library of civilizations erased by time. These parallels do not prove a direct link, but they highlight humanity's tendency to weave myths across cultures. Egypt's grandeur and Antarctica's silence both serve as canvases for imagination, places where the unknown becomes a stage for timeless stories. In the rhythm of this narrative, the connection between Egypt and Antarctica is symbolic rather than historical. It is the echo of pyramids in ice, the reflection of myths across continents, and the reminder that civilizations, whether ancient or speculative, share a common language of mystery. Antarctica's frozen land and Egypt's desert sands together whisper of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Antarctica's mysteries have always divided opinion. For every claim of hidden civilizations, pyramids beneath the ice, or secret government missions, there are skeptics ready to dismiss them as misinterpretations, exaggerations, or outright fabrications. This tension between believers and skeptics is what keeps the frozen continent at the center of debate. Believers argue that anomalies in satellite images, ancient maps like Piri Reis, and legends of southern lands point to truths that mainstream science refuses to acknowledge. To them, Antarctica is not just ice and rock, but a vault of forgotten history, perhaps even evidence of advanced civilizations or extraterrestrial visitors. They see secrecy in government missions and interpret unexplained structures as proof of something extraordinary. Skeptics, on the other hand, emphasize natural explanations. Pyramid-like shapes are mountains sculpted by wind and ice. Shadows that look like entrances are caves or optical illusions. Ancient maps, they argue, are misdrawn coastlines or imaginative guesses rather than evidence of lost knowledge. For skeptics, Antarctica is fascinating enough without invoking hidden civilizations. Its geology, climate records, and ecosystems already hold profound scientific value. The clash between these perspectives is less about evidence than about worldview. Believers are driven by imagination, the desire to uncover secrets and rewrite history. Skeptics are guided by caution, insisting that extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Together, they create a dialogue that keeps Antarctica alive in both science and myth. In the rhythm of this narrative, controversial findings are not conclusions, but sparks igniting debate, fueling curiosity, and ensuring that Antarctica remains a land of questions. Whether one sides with skeptics or believers, the frozen continent continues to inspire wonder, reminding us that mystery thrives where certainty falters. If Antarctica were to reveal evidence of a lost civilization, the impact on human history would be nothing short of revolutionary. Such a discovery would not simply add a new chapter to our past, it would rewrite the entire story of humanity. Redefining human origins. Finding ruins or artifacts beneath the ice would challenge our understanding of when and where advanced societies first emerged. It could push back the timeline of civilization by thousands, even millions of years, forcing historians to reconsider the foundations of human progress. Global connections. Evidence of an Antarctic civilization might suggest that ancient peoples were far more interconnected than we believed. It could imply that knowledge, symbols, and technologies traveled across continents in ways we never imagined. Scientific paradigm shift. Such a discovery would spark new questions about geology, climate, and migration. If humans or other beings thrived in Antarctica during warmer epochs, it would reshape our understanding of Earth's climate cycles and adaptability. Cultural and spiritual impact. Myths of hidden lands, gods descending from the sky, and lost wisdom would suddenly gain new weight. Religions, philosophies, and legends might be reinterpreted in light of tangible evidence, blending myth with reality. Future possibilities. Beyond history, the discovery could inspire new technologies or insights. Ancient methods of survival, construction, or energy use might hold lessons for modern humanity, especially in facing climate change and extreme environments. The rhythm of this narrative slows here because the implications are vast. Antarctica's secrets, if revealed, would not only change textbooks, but also how we see ourselves as a species. Humanity's story would expand from the familiar deserts and rivers of ancient civilizations to the frozen silence of the South, reminding us that the past is never fully known. Antarctica's potential discoveries are not just about history, they are about identity. They could show us that we are part of a much deeper, more complex saga, one that stretches across ice and time, and one that may redefine what it means to be human. Antarctica's silence is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of possibility. As technology advances and ice continues to retreat, the frozen continent may reveal wonders that today exist only in speculation. Hidden landscapes, radar and satellite surveys already hint at mountain ranges, valleys, and vast lakes beneath the ice. Future exploration could uncover entire ecosystems sealed away for millions of years, offering glimpses into Earth's prehistoric past. Ancient archives. If civilizations once thrived during warmer epochs, melting glaciers might expose ruins, artifacts, or inscriptions. Even a single discovery could reshape our understanding of human history. Biological marvels. Subglacial lakes may harbor unique life forms, microbes adapted to extreme isolation. Studying them could provide clues about survival in harsh environments and even about life beyond Earth. Technological insights. Should remnants of advanced tools or structures be found, they might inspire new innovations. Ancient methods of energy use or construction could hold lessons for modern sustainability. Cosmic connections. For those who embrace the more speculative theories, Antarctica may yet reveal evidence of extraterrestrial contact structures, symbols, or anomalies that challenge our view of humanity's place in the universe. The speculative future of Antarctica is not about certainty, but about wonder. Each discovery, whether scientific or mysterious, would expand the boundaries of what we know. The frozen continent remains a vault of secrets, and as the ice slowly yields, humanity may find not only answers, but also new questions that stretch across time and imagination. Antarctica's future is a reminder: the greatest mysteries are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for patience, curiosity, and courage to bring them into the light. Antarctica has carried us through a journey of speculation, science, and imagination. From legends of lost civilizations and pyramid-like structures to the sober work of modern researchers drilling ice cores, the frozen continent remains a place where mystery and knowledge meet. Its silence is both a barrier and an invitation, a reminder that even in the age of satellites and science, there are still corners of the Earth that resist full understanding. The allure of Antarctica lies not in answers, but in questions. Each anomaly, each myth, each theory becomes a spark that keeps curiosity alive. Whether we speak of ancient civilizations, alien visitors, or simply the grandeur of ice itself, the continent continues to inspire wonder. It is a vault of secrets, a mirror of human imagination, and a stage where history, science, and myth intertwine. As the glaciers slowly shift and melt, the future may reveal more than we expect. Perhaps ruins, perhaps ecosystems, perhaps nothing more than stone and water. Yet, even if no hidden civilizations are found, Antarctica's greatest gift is the reminder that mystery endures, and that humanity thrives on the unknown. And so, the story closes gently, like snow falling in the quiet night. The frozen land remains vast and silent, holding its secrets close. Our journey through its myths and mysteries has been long, and now it is time to rest. Good night.